one step closer to learning if and how much time Molly Corbett and her father, Thomas Martins, will serve for the killing of Jason Corbett in Davidson County.
Yeah, both the state and defense finished presenting all of their evidence. After 7 days of testimony and exhibits, they are set to present their closing arguments tomorrow. Fox 8's Madison Forsey was inside that courtroom today. Madison, get us up to speed heading into closing arguments.
So today really focused on Thomas Martins, whereas much of the sentencing hearing has been focused on his daughter, Molly Corbett. We heard testimony about his character, what he's like as a dad, a co-worker, and how a law-abiding man could, as the judge put it, beat the devil out of Jason Corbett. 4 different character witnesses took the stand for Thomas Martins today inside the Davidson County Courthouse, including his son and brother-in-law. They described him as a passionate father, a role model, and a rule follower. His former co-workers shared how he managed his team of FBI special agents in Tennessee, strictly following the rules and putting the family first. A forensic psychologist explained how the night of August 2nd, 2015, Martins' rule-following and orderly brain broke down when he claims he saw Jason Corbett strangling Molly. He explained it makes sense. Martins doesn't remember how many times and where he hit Jason because of his brain's response to the trauma, not only seeing his daughter being attacked, but Jason trying to hit Martins. Another big moment of Tuesday's proceedings, a quiet but frustrated and exasperated outburst from Jason Corbett's family. A domestic violence expert took the stand to go through all the different things Molly claims Jason did that were abusive. The experts say Molly's biggest driver was keeping Jack and Sarah, Jason's children. If she divorced Jason, he would take the kids, and if he died, his family in Ireland would take the kids, meaning she and Thomas had no motive to kill him. The expert claimed any force she used against Jason was reasonable because she was an intimidated victim of domestic violence. The state, however, pushed back, showing the expert dozens of bloody crime scene and autopsy photos, drawing his attention to the gruesome scene. Then the state asked if those pictures showed a reasonable use of force, and the expert came back saying the pictures look like a measure of how terrified and scared Thomas and Molly were. And it was after that line of questioning that you could hear Jason Corbett's family start to sigh and groan. I heard one of them say, "Oh my God," clearly upset by that expert's answers and their response to the state. And Jason Corbett's family, along with Molly Corbett and Thomas Martins, could get closure starting tomorrow. That's when closing arguments begin here at the Davidson County Courthouse at 9 a.m. In Davidson County, Madison Forsey, Fox 8 News.